Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mike Walden. We are foregoing our normal opening this evening because the star of the show, Super Dave Osborne, has requested this time to deliver a very personal message. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Dave Osborne.
Thank you, Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't adjust your sets. What you are watching right now is in black and white. I've asked for the opening to be broadcast this way for a very important reason. Now, you know that I don't like to get involved in heavy political and social problems. I'm an entertainer and a superstar. And I believe you, the audience, would rather be entertained than lectured to. But I can no longer be silent on this subject. There is a very serious problem in our country that I believe is being virtually ignored by our so-called political leaders. Sure, our representatives in government are busy trying to solve problems such as unemployment, poverty, homelessness, and killer diseases. But does that give them an excuse for only spending 5 weeks on the most burning issue facing our nation today? I'm talking about colorization of old black and white films. Now, I'm not saying we should or we shouldn't colorize. I'm saying we should spend more time talking about it and dealing with a problem of this magnitude. Again, I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm saying give this issue a chance. Let's contact our leaders, especially in an election year, and point out the importance of this subject. Quite often, I hear the Reverend Jesse Jackson talking about his Rainbow Coalition. It's all well and good to talk about people of all colors living together, but what about the lasting effects of the colorization of film? Has he ever mentioned that? I think not. And what about the world's great leaders? The Pope. He's always talking about the problem of abortion, of war, of man's inhumanity towards fellow man. Has he ever popped out of his Pope-mobile and said to the crowd, what about the colorization of black and white film? Not very often. I think it's time for us to spend intelligent time concentrating on this potentially artistic and cultural upheaval. I don't think you would want your child growing up thinking that a film that he always thought was meant to be in color was in real truth never intended to be in anything but black and white. This is a gray issue. Let's not colorize it until all the facts are brought to bear. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Let's go to billboards.
Super Dave, I have to tell you before we go on with the show that black and white idea was simply brilliant.
Thanks, Mike.
And I was really engrossed in your speech. It was magnificent. But to be truthful, I had no idea this whole concept of colorization of film was such a burning issue with you.
It's not, Putz Face. I just didn't want to stand out here next to you in that ridiculous wardrobe of yours, especially in color.
Black and white or color, he's still a beautiful, thoughtful human being. Welcome to the Super Dave Osborne Show. Tonight, featuring Fuji Hakayito, K.D. Lang, the Christopher Dancers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the star of the Super Dave Osborne Show, the one, the only Super Dave Osborne.
Thank you very much. We've got a fantastic show for you this evening, a lot of fun, some very exciting guests, and I'm going to open it with an act that is going to bring you right out of your chairs. They are 5 brothers, and they dance like you have never seen. Their name is Christopher and the Fantastic Brothers, and I don't want to waste any more time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a Super Dave Osborne welcome for Christopher and his Flying Brothers. heck are your brothers?
Did you get my wire?
What wire?
I'm sorry. My brother Leon is in the service and he couldn't get a furlough. And the twins, Bobby and Travis, they came down with the flu. And my older brother Damien, he didn't want to come because he thought he'd missed the Cosby Show.
So I guess you got the whole 500 in your pocket? Is that right? Took all the money?
Well,
let me tell you something, and I hate to be rude and I hate to air dirty laundry in public, but we paid a lot of money for Christopher and his brothers, and Christopher himself is a terrific performer. But with the brothers, it's an act that is worthy of the Super Dave show. What I'm going to have to ask you to do is come back another time. I have one other, well, I have one other question. 8 truckloads of wardrobe came in here. What is that for?
well, I thought a miracle had happened, so I, went into the closets and got everything, and
They might show up?
yeah, they might show up.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you go off stage and find a way of dressing something and coming back with your miraculous brothers, and then maybe you can be on the show. Maybe you'll find an ingenious way.
Okay.
Thank you very much for being on the show. The lady I'm about to introduce now is the head of my country and western school at my stunt compound. She's absolutely a fantastic entertainer. I know you're going to love her. The one and only K.D. Lang.
Sublime, now I'm a warbling, joyful, and spinning.
What we're going to do right now is something very special. It's something that I've wanted to do for a long time.
Excuse me, Super Dave. We're ready with our next act, sir.
Now, I can't believe this, ladies and gentlemen. Christopher, who you met earlier in the evening, apparently has put something together with his brother's clothes and himself, and is going to try to be creative and do an act. And this I have to see. Ladies and gentlemen, Christopher and whatever he's done. It's a nice idea, but it's not creative enough. Well, try again, thanks. What we're going to do right now has me very excited. It's a stunt that Fuji has been trying to get me to do for 2 years, and I finally said tonight I'll do it, and I think you're going to be thrilled by it. It's one of a kind. I've got to go across my compound right now and stay here a few seconds, and then we'll throw it to Mike Walden. Stay tuned. We're going to try something different.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Walden, and I know you're really enjoying the show tonight. Believe me, it's been a wild half hour. But for yours truly, this is also a very emotional evening. After witnessing over 1,000 death-defying stunts by the incomparable Super Dave Osborne, I thought I'd been toughened enough to view anything that the great one might attempt. However, this evening has my throat filled with butterflies and my stomach sick to the core. Super Dave Osborne, tonight, will attempt the most dangerous daredevil feat in the history of both sports and show business. Yes, indeed. Here he comes now. Super Dave Osborne with his trusty stunt coordinator, Fuji Hakayito. Hello, Super Dave.
I'm sorry I'm late,
Fuji.
but I had to get my helmet and get all the way over here from the studio, and it's kind of rough. We got a very exciting show tonight, and I hope you're enjoying it. I know you've been watching it on the monitor over there.
Dynamite.
And whenever I see you, you light it up.
Thank you. Thank you.
I thought Christopher did a nice job in trying to come out and be creative. I wish he had had a couple of more puppets on the end. It would have worked. But anyway, that's history.
Well, listen, Super Dave, let's get right to it. Please explain exactly what you're going to do tonight.
Well, my good friend and stunt coordinator, as you all know, Fuji Hakayito, has been asking me for many years, would I please do a stunt that has been in his family for generations. It's called the invisible wall stunt. And I've said, no, Fuji, I'd rather do this, I'd rather do that. He said, Super Dave, please try it. And he finally explained to me what it was, and it is unbelievable. So we're going to do it tonight.
The invisible wall stunt?
Yes, Fuji, would you explain it to Mike?
What I do is sprinkle Oriental magic dust on the road. Super Dave will then get into car with no brakes. As he passes through magic wall, car will slow down and come to complete stop.
What did he say?
Jack, do we have subtitles under that? Okay, what he said, Mike, is I'll be getting in an automobile, and I'll be driving about 50 feet down this road. I have no brakes in the car. They have been taken out.
Completely?
Completely out. I will pass through this invisible wall. Fuji, in a minute, will spread this magic dust here that will form the wall. As I pass through the wall, I will continue here, and I will slow down so I stop about 6 inches from this 70-ton earth mover.
Oh.
And if I didn't have the invisible wall, I would be a moth.
Oh, you'd be history.
That's right.
Completely.
So it's an absolutely fascinating challenge for me. And, you know, Fuji has given me his family guarantee on this, and that's all I ask for. I can't ask for anything else. And one other thing is there is more to this story. I have a mantra. And by chanting my mantra as I go through the wall, it all works together to make me stop. I don't understand it too much either, but it just sounds exciting.
Well, exactly what is this mantra?
I don't think I can... he says I can say it's Wally Wall. I say Wally Wall. And Wally really means land of the valley in Oriental. Is that correct?
That's right.
Land of the valley. They don't have a word for wall, so I just put in wall. So I am chanting Wally, land of the valley. You're thinking of something big and wide. And then as you say wall, it brings everything to a point. And as you go through the magic dust, it slows you down. Well, at least that's what I've been told. I don't have that in my family.
That's fantastic.
Yes. And one other thing, and this is incredible what Fuji has gone through. As you can see, this is an Oriental lantern that Fuji has put here for a month. And apparently it takes the energy of the sun and the moon and transfers it through the lantern into the container holding the magic dust, which magnetizes it or does whatever the heck it does. But it's fascinating to me. And I'm very excited to try this.
Well, I've never heard of anything quite like this.
Well,
all I can say to you, Super Dave, is God bless and good luck.
Thank you very much, Mike. And Fuji will now spread out the dust. Fuji? What is very What is very interesting about this dust is the container which Fuji put the dust in used to house his family's teeth. And apparently that's very good luck. Is that correct?
That's right.
All right. Is that enough wall? You want to put a little more wall? Because my tire could go right through there.
You think so?
Well, you're the expert. I don't know. I'm just a little worried. Good. Okay.
You're right.
So again, this becomes a magic wall with my mantra, an invisible wall. I will go right through here, slow down about 6 inches, get out, and Fuji and I'll hug. Danny, if you could follow me here, I just want to show you how far we're going here. I would say it's about 50 feet. It's very dangerous. It's a stunt that's never been tried before. It'll be in the Guinness Book of Records when I do it. And I want to thank Fuji for suggesting this. Kids, don't try this at home. Oh, great. The radio's stolen. Let me get my seatbelt on, shut the door, get my other belt. I'd like to say to my wife and family, I love you, and I'll see you in a couple of seconds, and don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Wally Wall.
Wally Wall. Thank you, Fuji, again. I'll see you in a minute. He's a beautiful human being. All right, start it up, and here we go. Wally Wall, Wally Wall, Wally Wall.
Super Dave, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. This is exactly what I wanted to happen.
Wally Wall?
Now move this thing. I've got to get to the hospital.
You!
Am I in pain?
You! Get this cobra out of here! Hurry! Hurry!
Mike, when you tell the guy to move it, I don't think he understands. Mike, I'm talking to you, please. Mike, Fuji, I need help. Will you move the bulldog? Not up. Hold it. Easy. Back up. Uh-oh. Hold it. Hold him. Oh, I feel like Merv Griffin's scale. Well, I'd like to thank my special guests, Katie Lang and Christopher. And I don't want you people to worry about me. This may not be all bad. I hear Donahue is going to do a show where he interviews people who have been run over by heavy machinery and lived. Maybe I could be on it. Uh-oh, I have no pulse. It looks like I'm not going to live. Well, if I die, at least maybe I could be on Geraldo Rivera. Good night, everybody.